Using artificial intelligence and tools like ChatGPT for an e-commerce business, well, it just makes so much sense for so many different reasons. And in this video, I'm going to run through 10 different ways that you can use it to better your store and make your life just so much easier. At the end, I'm also going to talk about something that you must definitely not do. I'm already seeing a lot of people making this mistake. And I'm going to touch on the risks involved in using ChatGPT to develop content for your site. Now, if you like learning about e-commerce and learning about selling more online, then be sure to subscribe to me on YouTube and click that notification bell too. So let's dive straight into it with the first thing that you can do on your website, which is customer service automation. This is how you can receive emails and script out prompts to be able to reply certain things. If somebody's asking about tracking details, you can have that sent automatically. Certain questions around products, frequently asked questions, those can be answered automatically. This can greatly reduce the load on your team and on yourself in terms of answering customer support and still do it in a genuine way when you set it up correctly. Number 2 is product recommendations and personalization, because the artificial intelligence, well, it can see how people engage with your site and it knows their previous history with your website. And so as people browse around your site, it can start to show specific products which those people are more likely to buy. And doing that right is going to increase your sales by just increasing your conversion rate. Number 3, rewriting generic product descriptions. And this is one that I'm personally excited about because often I see websites with the same description, the description that the supplier gave, because it takes so much time to create unique descriptions for each and every product. Well, now you can do it way quicker, but at the end, I'm going to explain how not to do this. Okay, number 4, let's talk about order processing and order management. Now, if you have an order processing software that's running your orders, then you can automate it and make it more streamlined by writing scripts with ChatGPT. And at the end, I'm also going to explain to you how you can access all these tools and get hold of them so that they're easy to implement in your business. Let's go to number 5, marketing and promotions. You can run giveaways, you can do all kinds of stuff. You can ask ChatGPT to write a script or copy for Facebook ads, for Instagram ads, and optimize it for the search engine keywords that you're looking to optimize on. It's really cool and a big time saver. Again, at the end, I'm going to explain what not to do in that aspect. Number 6, upselling and cross-selling. Again, using the person's prior history and how they engage with your site to show products that they are more likely to be upsold on and cross-sold on. And doing it correctly, well, those two things always add to the average order value of your site. And if you can consistently increase the average order value of your site, then month by month, your sales are just going to increase from the same amount of orders that you were having anyway. So that's a really good one. Number 7, inventory management. This can connect into the current inventory management system that you're using, whether it's on WordPress, WooCommerce, Shopify, or another. You can use ChatGPT with a set of rules and scripts to be able to reorder from your suppliers. It could alert you on certain run rates if they're getting higher than usual. And you can do all the cool things that you would normally have to do by analyzing your data and looking at spreadsheets before you can go and order more stock from your supplier, or worse, running out of stock of your best-selling product. You never want that to happen. Number 8, fraud detection. ChatGPT has access to so much data on people's prior history, on the way that somebody engaged with the website, and it can alert you and protect you from fraud and from cyber attacks. And that's really fantastic as a use case for ChatGPT and other open source artificial intelligence. Number 9, chatbots and virtual assistants. Again, you can use it to be able to engage with consumers in a conversational way on your chat system so that you're not having to do it yourself and people are getting real-time answers in a way where they think that they're engaging with an actual salesperson. The virtual assistant aspect, well, anything that you do on a repeated basis, that should be handed over to a virtual assistant. And if it is something that's been done again and again, well, write a script for it and you'd be able to let this run it for you. Number 10, analytics and insights. This is a real game changer because you have access to so much information by just asking the right questions. An asterisk here, though, is that currently ChatGPT is only trained on information leading up to 2021. So any info after that, you're not going to have access to unless or until the system gets access to a more recent and a bigger data set. So 3 things I promised to cover at the end. Firstly, how do you get hold of all of these cool tools to implement in your business and make your life easier? Well, there's a few different ways. First up, you could ask ChatGPT, how do you do this? If you want to automate your inventory management, or if you want to set up a chat assistant on your website, ask ChatGPT how to do it. Now, it might suggest that you go and create it yourself. And that means that you would have to get an API, which you can do on OpenAI. Once you've got the API and if you've got the skills, you can create the script to be able to run this all for you. So if you can, go ahead and do it that way. Another option is to wait for other developers to use ChatGPT to create the systems and the softwares that we're looking to do, or you could hire somebody to do it for you. But it is so much easier for them, so it should come in at a lower cost to you. Now, finally, two things: what you shouldn't be doing and some risks. Now, what you shouldn't be doing is using ChatGPT to create all of the content on your website and just copy paste it onto your site. Now, there are inherent risks involved in that, and I don't want anybody to start using these artificial intelligence options to be able to start creating content on their site without understanding the risks upfront. And that's why I want you to click the video that's linked up around me and go and watch the next video in this series, which is understanding the risks of using ChatGPT and artificial intelligence in order to create content for your website, because there are some very real risks, two of which you really need to know about before using this to create the content on your site. So go and watch that right now. And remember, subscribe for further information around selling online, e-commerce, and website management, marketing, and all of those great things. So subscribe and then go and watch that next video straight away.